So we're working with the JOSM OpenStreetMap editor to merge in GNS names into the OpenStreetMap database. And one of the things that comes up every so often is you need to, you can see I have the import. Okay. I have the import file from GNS. That's what all these green names are. And the names that are grayed out in the background are already in the OpenStreetMap database information. And so here's one where I have a green one that I need to merge in, but I also have an existing one that somebody has already placed at some prior time. And so this is the way you handle those. The first thing that you do is basically you look at the one that's from the GNS import, and if it doesn't have an alternate name, if it just has its standard name and that name also matches the name that's already there, you can just delete it and move on, because there's no additional information here that is going to be gained if you merge it in with the existing node. In this case, there's an alternate name. So there's no way for me to tell if there's an alternate name on the pre-existing node. So since there's an alternate name, that means I need to take one extra step. I can't just delete it and carry on. So I'll go ahead and merge it down. Delete it off of there. Switch to the map that the OpenStreetMap data layer. And now I'll click on the existing node, and the existing node doesn't have the alternate name. So I need to get the alternate name from the GNS node into the existing node, and you do that with the merge function. You could just edit this, or you could just delete this and replace it with this, but don't do that. You don't want to delete a node that's already there. Even if this node was nothing but it said place village and it didn't even have a name. Somebody put this node here and labeled it as place village, so we're going to use the merging process so that it maintains the history with the existing node. And the merging process always takes the new node and it merges it into the existing node. So you always want to select the existing node second, because that's the one that's going to remain. The one that you select first, when they're merged, this one is going to disappear. So again, you take the new node first, and then you select, I'm holding down the shift key. You can hold down the shift key, you can hold down the control key, but that's how you select two nodes. And you always take the existing node second, because the first one you select is going to disappear. And then you hit the M key, no modifiers, just the letter M, and it brings up this merge dialog box. And so it tells you, this is green because there's nothing, no conflict, no conflict. These agree, no conflict. So the place, all of the GNS names come in as Hamlet. And I always select whatever the existing node has, because somebody placed this here and they made a judgment about whether it was a village or a town or a city or a hamlet. So whatever is on the existing node, that's what I select. I don't use Hamlet from the GNS node. Then you say apply, and you can see my GNS node disappeared and it got merged into there, and I'm all done. And that's how you merge nodes, and why you merge nodes.